Nah, said your wood stink. Then Lo said, yo, that wood crazy.
Don't say Baltimore people. Nah, Los is different. Nah, that wood definitely do stink though.
We talking about the sage. Palo Santo, y'all.
Morning, everybody. We are the Breakfast Club. Jess Hilarious is here.
Oh, wow. Good morning. I didn't even know we was on the air. Like, no, it smell real good.
Oh, my God. Let's get to the rumors.
Yeah. News is real. Whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore, just don't do no lying.
This is the Rumor Report.
I don't do that. Stop. It's just for the mess. I know this is real.
On the Breakfast Club.
I know they know the difference. Keep it a stop.
Okay, so Tyrese, he was up here, and he was trying to find a video, right? He was saying this really, really broke his heart. It's a video of his ex, and he feels like she was gaslighting him. Let's hear it, Red.
Y'all, breakups are definitely harder on men. Studies show that men are more emotionally invested in relationships. And there's not much of a difference between men and women in infidelity in relationships. Men tend to not have so much outside support. Normally when they're in relationships, they're confiding in the person that they're with. Women, on the other hand, tend to confide into their friends, family, and other support systems. It also tends to be harder for a man to decide to be in a committed relationship. So when he's in it, he tends to take it very seriously. Women are also more likely to seek out other supports like therapy in order to process through the breakup. So y'all, let's stop the stereotype. Relationships matter to men. Men do feel pain. Men's emotions and feelings matter too.
Listen, I give her a A+ for that, to be honest. That's all true. That's all true. What he's saying is she's none of that for him. Like, she's turning around using that. Because she made this recently. Like, she didn't just make this. I mean, she didn't been make this. Like, she been felt that way. He wouldn't feel like she's gaslighting him, but he feels that she's like taunting him.
Yeah, to me it felt
that's what
like
he was talking about.
Yeah, to me it felt like she learned a lot from her situation with Tyrese.
Yeah.
Right? And that sounded like she was speaking from real life experience. I believe Tyrese felt gaslighted because he feels like he doesn't have anybody to speak to about the situation.
Which he always says.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Tyrese texted Charlamagne and I this clip and said, this hurt me on levels you guys can't even imagine.
Yeah.
But if that's her truth, why can't she speak her truth of what she's dealt with and what she's been through? If it gaslit him, stop following her. Like, there's going to be things that he says that's going to gaslight her. Like,
Absolutely.
when you put your stuff public like that, people will have a problem with anything. And if that's her truth, then what's the problem with it?
I feel like it's not really her truth personally. I feel like that was general for all men. She's speaking the truth of men.
That's true too.
I think based on her experience, though. I think based on their experience.
Okay.
And then I think in Tyrese's mind, he feels like if she knows that I feel this way, then how come she's not being there for me? Yeah.
That's why I say he's taking it personal. I feel like it pertains to all men in general.
That's true,
because
too.
men, I've talked about this even on my podcast, Carefully Reckless, shout out to that.
On the Black Effect iHeartRadio
on the Black
podcast
Effect
network.
iHeart. Okay, little hat. I said, I always say men, they can't, it's hard to feel vulnerable, for men because they don't feel safe enough to open up about certain things because you get judged, you get laughed at. Oh,
yeah, I mean, I think you have to build that. I think you got to build that trust. I don't have a problem being vulnerable in my relationship. I've been with my wife since 15? She was 15, I was 16. I don't have a problem. I'll never do it in front of Charlamagne now.
Yeah.
I'm never sitting here and cry and say, hey, Charlamagne, this is how I feel. You know why?
I don't know why y'all act like that when y'all know I'm one of the most compassionate people you've ever met in your life.
Who do you cry to?
Goddamn lie,
Who do you cry to?
Y'all know. Who do I cry to?
Yeah.
My wife and anybody I
Okay.
need to. I don't have no problem expressing my emotions and my feelings.
Yeah.
My therapist. I don't have no problem doing that.
No, I don't know. I just feel like I actually like what she said in the video. Like, I'm agreeing with her, but I do also see how he could have felt gaslighted by that. But I do agree with everything she said about men.
And what's going to be so interesting about this, and I've told Tyrese this, I told him this in the interview, when he puts this stuff in his music, when he talks about it in interviews, when he talks about it on social media, there's two sides to every story.
Correct.
She's going to be out here telling her side, too. She just don't sing or have a podcast yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think she does have a podcast, but...
Yeah, she does have a podcast.
Yeah, she doesn't sing, but she has a podcast.
No, she don't sing.
She'll probably make a song. Somebody will write her a record. It's coming.
It better not be Tank. I know that. That was just random.
Man, that'd be funny as
yo, if it's
hell.
tank or genuine, that'll be crazy. Yo, here really can. Yo, here.
Wow.
Genuine or tank?
Tyrese ex-wife a diss record. Oh my God.
That would be classic.
That's the last
Tank
thing
and Ty
you need.
cool, I believe.
Yeah.
So, but
I don't know
genuine,
about
but I don't know about genuine.
Man, that'll be so funny.
you know us light-skinned brothers is petty. Genuine might pin that.
Oh, God. Anyway. All right, so Neo's ex, Sade B, she was arrested back in March, but they thought she was arrested for something different. It turns out that she was arrested for helping her kid fight somebody at school. Now.
How old's her kid?
Look, yo, come on. Don't ask me questions when I'm reporting, because if you ask me questions and I get smart, that means I don't know.
Okay, all right.
All right? Just relax.
Got you.
It don't matter. Well, it matters, but no, either way. She said that she couldn't respond on it, like, because I guess with court, you can't like talk about things publicly while while you're in the case or whatever. But that's why she was arrested. I don't know what they thought she was arrested for before, but turns out that she went up that school and she fought somebody with her baby.
Yeah, I can't. Or she went to the school to do it, so it was premeditated.
Yo, relax. Listen.
I don't know.
Listen.
I need you.
She'll be able to speak shortly, is what she said.
We
So
don't-
y'all
okay,
can
you're
ask
right,
her
you're
all
right.
this.
We don't know what happened, right? But how old's your son?
My son is 11.
All right, so now I say that there's a kid in the school that's picking on your son. He's bigger than your
Not
son.
happening in Little Ashton. I'm telling you that right
But
now.
let's say it does happen. He's bigger than your son. Let's say he plays football, so he's bigger, he's stronger, and you
He
have a
does
problem. Yeah, my son do. But let's say that happens.
Yo,
What are you gonna do? Mom, this kid is beating me up. This kid is hurt. This kid is threatening me. You not gonna go up to the school? And
I'm definitely going up to the school. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not going to put my hands on nobody else's kid.
your kid starts fighting, he start losing.
You'll pull the guy off.
Let me talk to Jeff.
And then hold him
Your
up-
son is losing.
hold him for like
your
3
son
seconds.
is losing. You're not gonna.
Yo, to be honest with you, sometimes you lose fights, sometimes you win. To be honest with you, I'm gonna let Ash get his little ass whipped, but you know what I mean? Like I ain't gonna go too long before
Cap.
I try to. I'm not gonna put my hands on nobody else's
You're
kid.
not gonna pull
yo.
you pull a little boy off your son.
I would pull. I just say yeah.
And then you gonna
I ain't
hold
gonna let it
both of
go
you.
too long.
You gonna hold him for a
I-
little bit while Ash get a couple
You know
licks.
what I mean? If you talking about how big he is, I'm like, all right, yeah, I might hold him a little bit, but I don't want to be like Cat Williams either.
You stupid.
I remember
Real.
watching. What was the podcast you and Rome used to do?
Co-parenting therapy.
Co-parenting therapy.
Yeah.
And Ash was on there saying he had to beat up a kid because
Yeah.
the kid was talking about you.
Yeah, he went to school with, and my baby, he said he called you ugly, and I ain't like that. And I was like, are you making that up? He said, no, he really said you was ugly, and I was hurt because.
Sorry.
So yeah, I thought that.
Sorry.
Okay, cool. But yeah, he said he mopped him. He had to mop him,
As he should.
and he was hitting him and wouldn't stop. And I didn't like that just cause I'm like, look, yo, all right.
You should like the way Envy was laughing either. What you
No,
laughing
the
at
reason I'm laughing is because he told mom the truth, and that's what he should have did.
Yeah.
And I don't care if mom didn't like it, if brother didn't like it, if sister didn't like it. If you say
Yeah.
somebody is disrespect somebody in the family, mop their ass.
Yeah, and that's what he
Deserve you
did.
to
He
box
got
your mouth.
suspended, and the other kid did
Box him
not.
in the mouth.
He,
The other kid ain't get
yeah.
suspended?
No.
Oh, he lost. That mean he lost. I mean, Ash really whipped his ass.
Please relax.
That's what that means.
Please relax.
Damn.
Then they was friends a week later, so it's like that's why you ain't supposed to be doing that because y'all
Right.
friends a week later.
Right.
No,
but
don't
when-
be calling my mama ugly.
Yeah, but when you go too far,
watch
it
your
is what
damn
it
mouth.
is. Yeah, you're right.
I got you. Well, that was the news.
And you didn't punish him for that, right?
That
Oh,
wasn't
come
the
on,
news.
Jess.
That was just with the mess, and her news is real, allegedly.
All right, I didn't physically punish him like a black mama, but I did take his phone. Ash ain't care. Ash ain't care about that. I
The
did
kid
take
went
his
at
phone.
you, and he protected
I
you.
know it
he
was
stood
just,
for you.
But when you knew he wasn't hitting you back, you wasn't supposed to keep. It was like a show at it was like a show now. It was like, all right, yo. All right, I know the little boy like, all right, yo. You know I like, come on, yo. All right. We say each other mothers is ugly every day. Like, come on, don't do this because somebody new in the class. You know, but whatever.
Man. All right. Well, that is just with the mess. When we come back, Teslin Figaro will be joining us, and Cardi B will be here. We're gonna play her new record right now. Bongos. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.